I am Dracula. I bid you welcome.
A prodigal son returned. His odyssey began with promises of sanctifying the wrongs once done to his father. Tears for Dusty, weeping for a crown his father never held, speeches about legacy, a son's burden. The audience saw Icarus, but they missed the shadow of his wings. An American nightmare chasing an American dream? No. The greatest trick of the American nightmare is making us believe the nightmare isn't ours. For Dracula doesn't conquer with fangs first. He offers a hand, a promise, a story. And so, Dracula decided to chase glory on his own, raising his banner so blasphemously against a man who thought himself a god, and as quickly as he flew to the sun, so did his wings crafted from borrowed loyalty and noble lies fail him. He should have known better. His nature was the very thing the sun was made to scorch. The crowd's cheers turned to silence as Cody's Icarus act crumbled. But this was no tragedy. It was a shedding. The flames burned away his sheepskin, revealing the vampire beneath. One thing the false god taught Dracula from his loss was that to rule a kingdom, you need indentured servants in the thrall of your lies. A brother, severed from the bloodline's abuse, became Cody's Renfield. A broken soul fed crumbs of purpose, using the same lies the tribal chief used to control him. A guilt-ridden architect of the shield's fall was his Van Helsing, a weapon aimed at his own creation. Dracula weaponized their pain, positioning them as shields against the wrath of the false god. He stormed the battlefield again with martyrs bought by lies, channeling the architect's guilt and need for redemption. Dracula watched him sacrifice body and sanity, yet still faltered, broken, back frayed, knee shattered. The architect gave everything to fell his creation, only to lose his crown days later to a shadowed Scottish warrior. Dracula, veiled in camaraderie, puppeteered the carnage, then summoned the architect once more, upon a legend and resurrecting a dead man. Yet, when the throne was won, Dracula didn't kneel beside his wounded allies. He stood as reign began. The challenges that followed aimed to strip the lies from the Prince of Darkness, to show the world whom he had deceived that he was a nominal warrior who pushed the nightmare into the unthinkable. He saw the cracks in his facade as he held up a weapon, looming over the challenger, his bloodthirst overtaking his mind, almost slipping and revealing the fangs beneath his smile. Then came the usurper, who seized power as the fallen god licked his wounds in hiding. Dracula recruited a reformed prize fighter, battling his old demons, and a former mentor, the apex predator, both victims of the fallen god's tyranny. Yet when the fallen god stormed back to reclaim his throne, Dracula allied with him. "Evil be damned," he said. "The crown justified covenant, even with devils." Owen saw through Dracula's hypocrisy clearer than anyone. Against Owens, he weaponized the prizefighter's demons, gaslighting him into villainy. He was not strong enough to fight back his demons, especially when now they had a purpose. A purpose to make the world see who the American nightmare truly was. Once they raged, the demons blinded Owens, and he left a trail of villainy as he sought to expose this monster, and his friends paid the price for it. But can we blame him? Dracula's power peaks when he stops pretending, and that power isn't immortality, it's the illusion of nobility. The American nightmare's noble lie collapsed when the crown was within reach. His reign is no longer about finishing his father's dream. It's about ensuring no one else dares to dream louder. The true horror isn't the tyrant who rules through fear, but the hero who rules through faith. When the audience's cheers become his armor, who will dare to ask what lies behind the American nightmare's eyes? Can we condemn a savior for becoming what he destroyed, or did we want the vampire all along? Is a hidden tyrant worse than an honest one? At least the first one was monster enough not to hide his true nature. The latter, however, was a deceiving tyrant, the worst of all.